What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ace and Suddy Tech and Gaming channel. So today, going to be bringing you a little bit of Stardew Valley gameplay. And man, it's been a minute since I played this, but it is such a fun game. Absolutely recommend it. So if you're into Rune Factory, Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon, or if you're into any sort of farming simulation games, this game is where it's at. This game's got a little bit of everything. It's got a little bit of love, farming, story. I mean, it's got combat, it's got everything, and it even has co-op. So if those other games don't bring co-op, so if you will have a friend that has this game, you can host a farm and you can actually play together. So this game's got it all, and it's usually pretty cheap. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay. Let's load up my last game. It's actually been quite a while since I played this game. I played it earlier in 2018. It was a lot of fun, but just got married, did other things in real life, and so I haven't been able to get back to this, but I've been wanting to give it a little bit of a shot again since the multiplayer update and kind of get myself familiarized, so I can definitely do some multiplayer. So if you guys want to check out multiplayer in a gameplay video, let me know. So I am, like I said, a little bit advanced, and the beautiful thing about this game is the customization. There is so much you can customize. Everything you can see is, and you can even tell by the big mess I have. I don't have anything nicely set up, so the wife looks like she's the only one in the game that's got it all set up kind of nicely. So I do notice that every once in a while you'll get little hiccups like I just got here a second ago. And if you look over here, I do have my wife here, Haley. This beautiful blonde. I chose the most beautiful blonde girl I could in the town. Have you figured out what you're going to use for our Grange display tomorrow? Ooh, so tomorrow is going to be the festival apparently. And we have a little baby here with his big blue teddy bear, and I think his name's Christian, if I remember correctly. And the reason I named him that is if I ever had a son in real life, I'd name him Christian. So that's where I got that from. So we're gonna hop out here real quick. Ooh, so we have a little encounter. These are a bit random; they don't happen all the time. Good morning, dear. She's looking around. It was a lovely walk out here. I haven't seen this old farm in a long time. It looks even better than I remember. Here, I brought you a little something. Ah, it's a gift from one gardener to another. Ooh, alright, so we got a new item here. Received a garden pot. Excellent. So these pots are really handy. You could use them to grow crops of any season indoors. They also look nice outside, but out here they can only house in-season crops. Ooh, so that's kind of new. You need more. If you need more, they're really easy to make here. I've got an old magazine clipping with instructions. Sweet. Well, I better go. George gets grumpy if he doesn't have his oatmeal on time. Uh-oh. Better go do that, Evelyn. Go help out good old George. Alright, so as you can see, I have a ton of animals. And I'm pretty sure that the door was supposed to be closed. I probably left it open by accident there. But you want to go ahead and talk to every single one of these little ones so they like you. Ooh, I might have thrown that one back in. So it's funny because if you have this game for the PC, they have different mods, and I don't think it's available on the Switch. But I just started thinking about the pigs and thinking about bacon. I probably shouldn't be thinking about my poor animals as beef and bacon, but so let's do a little bit of farm management here. Milking the cows. They need to be milked every day, or they get pretty unhappy. Looks like even the sheep are ready to go, which is awesome. Ooh. I was gonna say, oops, it looks like I'm taking a leak out in the back. Oh shoot, that's funny. Oh, we even have the sheep ready to go. So tomorrow's the festival. So one of the things this game has too, like the Harvest Moon games, if you're familiar with that, they have events and stuff like that, and I think tomorrow's the festival. So I think with the festival, I want to bring my best products and put them on display. And if they have a star, it equals like a great product. So I think that's really cool. Did I not talk to the little chickens? I might have missed some. I do have a dog too, which is pretty neat. He's pretty useless though. He does absolutely nothing. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and show you guys. And I think I don't want to sell all my... since I'm doing a display, right, tomorrow, I want to save some of my best stuff for that. And I'm wondering, since it's been a while, been a couple months, I'm wondering if I started saving it. So one of the neat things too, Harvest Moon, they make it to where you go ahead, you have to like pretty much put all these hays, like, so I grab hay from here, and I would show you, but I don't think I'm going to have enough inventory room. But you go ahead and you put a hay in each one. And in this game, because I've upgraded my farm the way that I have, I'm actually able to set up an auto feeder, which is, I think, so cool. Like, the stuff like that in this game is just so insane to me. This is stuff that you would never get in a Harvest Moon type game, and hopefully they're taking notes, like Story of Season and stuff like that, and they're just like, yeah, this stuff like this. Everything, like I said, is customizable too. So these little mayonnaise machines, I'm taking my eggs, putting them in a machine, they're going to give me mayonnaise. And all those, I built them, I crafted them. There's a lot of crafting in this game, and I set them all right here. So, I mean, like I said, you can customize. It's almost unlimited, the amount of things that you can customize in this game. As if I was actually pro, I would actually have like a nice setup too, in terms of my farm layout. And I just realized I can turn all my, I just milked some cows, right? So I can turn all those into cheese. So let's actually do it with the silvers. I don't want to put those on display. But actually, I think I would want some cheese on display. So we can go ahead and put 2 of those in there, and that's going to give me cheese. And if I wanted to actually fill up my feeder, so it auto feeds, I would cut the grass that you see there. So as you guys can see here, I have sprinkler system. That's another cool thing too. A sprinkler system is definitely something you would not see in one of those other types of games. So I mean, it's just amazing. Here I have to water because I didn't set up my sprinkler system. It looks like very well. It's been a minute since I've played, but the fact that everything auto waters because of the sprinkler system is excellent. So this is like a slime hut. I'm not exactly sure what slimes are for exactly, so it's one of those things I'd have to research. I remember setting it up and doing it, but not really understanding the point of it. So one of these days, I'm sure I'll look that up. But let's go ahead and grab a bunch of crops now. Did I already shear my sheep? I think I did, right? Okay, perfect. You guys saw that, I'm sure. I already forgot. Look at that. I'm finding animals hidden in the grass. I think it's my duck, actually. Yep. That duck was blending in really well. So here, all this stuff gets pretty much because of the sprinkler system. But when you start off the game, you don't get all this like neat stuff. And one of the things that I mentioned earlier in this video is that this game has combat, which I will run and do in a little bit, so you guys can check that out. But there's combat in this game, and one of the ways for you to craft the sprinklers is I think you have to get some items through the combat system and through the little dungeons that they have in this game. So, like I said, this kind of has that Rune Factory feel in that sense, where the other type of farming games don't really have that. And I love how there's combat. I love that. Now, with that said, combat and all that stuff, none of that's necessary too. I think that's where they hit it on the nail too with this game. You don't have to do anything like that. You don't have to do certain things if you don't want to. You don't even have to plant if you don't want to. If you don't want to farm, plant, you don't necessarily have to. If you just want to run animals, you can do that. If you want to do both, you can do that. If you want to do no animals and you just want to farm, you can do that. So it's so excellent the way you can play this game. It's literally a sandbox, and I'm a huge fan of sandboxes, if you know me at all. So let's go ahead. So I'm just picking up some stuff so you guys can kind of check it out. As you can see, star means like they're just like high quality stuff, and I'm guessing I put fertilizer and stuff like that, which is, like I said, just more stuff that you can do with this game. You can put fertilizer down so that way you have higher quality stuff. So I grabbed this horse. This is something in the game that you need to build, and when you build it, you get a horse. But I'm going to run over to the combat area so I can show you guys the combat. And the game has a story too, and I won't delve too much into the story, so if you want to play it, but the gist of it is that there's like a Walmart type company, and yeah, and so you kind of choose sides and you kind of decide how you want to play that. So that's about all I'll say about the story, but there's even a little story, and everybody's got their own little story too in this game as well. All the citizens in here, and you can build relationships with all of them, and they all have birthdays, and and stuff like that. So it's just so insane the amount of things this game has. So hopefully I'm going the right way because I don't quite remember. Actually, what is this? Let me explore this real quick. Oh, this is like new. I don't ever remember coming up this way. It looks like you can fish there. So that's another thing in this game too, fishing. So you can actually fish. But I'm gonna show you the cave. Now I'm actually like, I think I've kind of completed this cave, but I definitely want to show you guys just a little bit of combat. Oh shoot, I'm already getting beaten up. Oh my goodness. Okay. So as you can see here, level 15 sword, Katana. And the interesting part of this Katana is the fact that it actually has stats on it. So even like the weapons, the armor, I think you can have a little bit of armor. So you guys see here, space, boots, ruby ring. You can have all the armor and stuff like that. So there's even a little ARPG element to it to look for in terms of like the loot that you can get. So it's not going to be randomized, but there's loot that you can kind of upgrade. And okay, hopefully I don't die. I need to kind of pay attention. That would be embarrassing to die on the gameplay video. Or not die, but you kind of just get knocked out and you get sent to the doctor. So yeah, as you can see, a little bit of combat and a little bit of exploring too. This is all randomly generated. I don't think this is like set up to where it's always the same thing. I'm trying to look for my pickaxe. Okay, here we go. So let's put that there, and then we take the pickaxe. Of course, like all the other games, you kind of upgrade your tools. That's still kind of the same. But I wanted to show you guys the combat. So there we go. All right, so I killed some things. There's definitely all sorts of different types of enemies, and like I said, there's a lot of the combat portion that I actually still haven't done. There's like a whole different like cave and things set up in like a whole different area where you have to hop on a bus and you leave town and you explore this area. So there's still so much to this. It's crazy. But I think that's gonna be it. Let me hop into town real quick so you guys can kind of check out the layout of that. But it's just so much when I talk about the detail of the ways that you could approach things. You basically, like, you can sell your livestock. You can raise livestock, sell them. You can, just focus on farming. You can just fish if you want, and if you enjoy fishing and doing that, if you enjoy building, crafting things, and then kind of customizing them your way, you can do that. It's just unlimited, the amount of things you can do. So I was trying to show the beach, but I don't think we're gonna get there. But I think that's gonna be it for me in this video. If you guys want to see me do like a mini series on this, let me know. It's definitely one of those games that I actually really enjoy playing, and if it's something that you guys wanted to see, I can definitely show that. And by the way, like I said, look at all this stuff to explore, and there's items and hidden stuff and things like that. So it's just insane. It's amazing. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. If you guys can do me a huge favor, if you like this video, hit that sub button, hit that like button as well. Oh shoot, we got the hat seller down here. He sells hats. Let's see if there's any cool hat. Hit that sub button, hit that like button. And yeah, all right. Oh, I wanted to see what kind of hats he sells. Ooh, a lucky bow. All right. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. And you guys have a good one. Thanks, guys. Take care.